There's a thought living inside your head right now that you did not choose. It arrived uninvited, and no matter how many times you push it away, it always finds its way back. Scientists have spent decades trying to understand why the human mind does this, and what they discovered changes everything about how you see yourself. Your brain processes roughly 70,000 thoughts every single day. Most vanish before you even notice them, but a small number get flagged, amplified, and replayed on a loop. Not because they're true or important, but because of a survival mechanism that has been quietly running inside the human brain for over 2 million years. It is called the negativity bias. Early human beings lived in an environment where one wrong decision meant death. The brain learned fast that it was safer to remember danger than to remember safety. So your mind evolved to hold on to pain, replay mistakes, and constantly scan for what could go wrong. That ancient system is still running, it just has no predators left to protect you from, so it turns inward. When you lie awake rehearsing a conversation from 2 weeks ago, your brain genuinely believes it is keeping you safe. The problem is not that something is broken. The problem is that brilliant ancient engineering is now running in a world it was never built for. Researchers studying repetitive thinking discovered something surprising. The people who struggled most with overthinking were not the weakest or most fragile. They were often the most imaginative, the most empathetic, and the most conscientious. Your overthinking is not a flaw. It is the shadow side of a gift. Deep inside the brain, there is a network that activates whenever you are not focused on a task. It thinks about you. It constructs stories about who you are, what you have done, and what others think of you. Studies show this network is far more active in people experiencing chronic stress because their minds have lost the ability to gently redirect themselves. But here is what most people never hear. Thoughts are not facts. They are proposals. Your brain generates thousands of them daily, most contradictory, and it is waiting for you to decide which ones deserve your energy. Every time you argue with an anxious thought or follow it deeper, you are signaling your nervous system that it is worth attending to. Ancient contemplative traditions in Asia described this with remarkable precision long before modern science had language for it. They spoke of the mind as a river and thoughts as leaves floating on the surface. The suffering, they said, does not come from the leaves. It comes from grabbing them and refusing to let go. There is a moment, and almost every person who has moved through deep mental exhaustion can point to it, when something quietly shifts. Not because the circumstances changed or the hard thoughts stopped coming, but because something inside stopped treating every thought as an emergency. That shift is not a destination, it is a practice that lives in the pause before you react. You were never broken. You were simply running ancient software in a modern world. And somewhere beneath all the noise, beneath every replay and what if and worst case thought, there is something quieter, something steady, something that has been there the whole time. That part of you does not overthink. That part of you already knows the way home.